Where were you emotionally and physically before joining the AZFIT program? What was the struggle?
For sure. I think, especially at my age, being in perimenopause, I had a lot of things going on. But, with changing body, changing patterns, changing everything. So I think before starting the program, I was really just dissatisfied with where I was at physically. Um, and I think also that, there was an emotional toll on me as well because I was so unhappy with how I looked and how I felt. And um, so that feeling, I'm going to say, was growing over the years, especially as I entered into perimenopause and it became harder to make any kind of progress. Um, so I think that was a big struggle. I was also coming off of having frozen shoulder, which was really painful. And I thought, ugh, I finally want to get in shape. I want to commit to something. And this happened. Um, but I think one of the really big things that I only identified a little bit later as a struggle was that I always blamed myself for where I was at. I would think, I'm just not disciplined enough to get the results that I want. And I think I was kind of hard on myself. But I think through the program, I had a bit of a mind shift there when I realized that that wasn't the actual issue.
I see. Yeah, those are really, really hard struggles to overcome. So I'm
Mhm.
glad that you're sharing this with us. What was your biggest accomplishment from joining the AZFIT program?
There were quite a few accomplishments. I'm going to say that initially the biggest one was that there was significant weight loss. But I think after some time, like the scale didn't matter to me anymore. It was pretty obvious that I was floating in my clothes. And I got a lot of compliments about how much I was changing. But I was actually getting just excited about building muscle and feeling strong and energized. Um, and then, like I was saying about the mind shift, one of the things that I think ended up being a huge accomplishment was realizing that the issue was never a lack of discipline, it was the lack of having the right plan.
I
And
see.
I think that I realized I tried lots of different things in the past, lots of trainers, online programs. Or online sites that provided different workouts and things like that. But I think what I really needed was a very specific plan. I just got so caught up in that decision paralysis and um, not really knowing how to sequence workouts, not having the time to really plan out my meals, and I think not even having the knowledge because I was definitely not eating enough protein to support muscle growth and to support my hormonal changes. Um, so I would say that that realization was a huge victory that I didn't expect. Um, just realizing that, it's not just us. I think sometimes we really just need the support. We need somebody to provide the right plan. And that's,
That's right.
I think, what's really made a huge difference for me.
Yeah, those are really, really nice accomplishment. I'm really proud of you. It's so amazing to hear this. What were the steps we implemented that you will take with you to keep you moving forward in the future?
Okay. Well, definitely the regular workouts. And I think knowing now what to do when I'm at the gym, knowing what my body needs, nutrition wise,
Mhm.
those are some really big things. I think too, just having that schedule now has kind of helped me in other areas of my life to realize that I need to schedule other things like proper sleep hygiene, and just other ways of taking care of myself. And I feel like now that I've taken this step, and seen success, that those are other areas that I can also have success in. So, um, yeah, I think
Yeah,
just
that's
taking the plan with me.
so nice to hear all of these steps that you're going to be implementing going forward. What would you say to someone who is on the fence about whether to join the AZ Fit program?
I think absolutely do it. If you're a person like me who really struggles with planning, and sequencing and, or maybe you're feeling down on yourself and feel like you can't do it, you absolutely can with the right support and with the right plan. So I would say without a doubt that this is probably the best investment that I've made in myself ever.
That is amazing.
Yeah, no, it's
So
it's
happy
been
to hear that.
yeah.
It sounds like an amazing journey for you. Really, really proud again. You've done really well. Is there anything else you would like to share with us?
Yeah, I mean, I think, well, one, I'm really, really grateful because I think the journey hasn't, I didn't accomplish all this without support. And I think that you guys, the coaches, have been absolutely amazing in lots of ways. I think in encouraging me and pushing me and making last minute changes to the plan when I needed it, like today with a typhoon day and not being able to get to the gym and, changing my workout to a home workout. But I think, just being available, being supportive, being relatable, like it's that support system's been awesome. Um, there was something I kind of a few random thoughts. Also, one is having a plan, kind of a side effect of that is I'm also much less wasteful. I waste a lot less food. I don't really know where this fits into our conversation, but I think that's also important for somebody who's thinking about, um, not only helping themselves, but helping their wallets, helping the planet. Um,
Definitely, definitely.
Great benefits.
That
And then
is a,
oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
yeah, I said that is a great benefit. I'm so happy to hear that.
But one thing that really stuck with me, I'm not sure how long ago this was, but Anais had posted a quote that I'm going to paraphrase. So forgive me if I butcher it, but it's something that stayed with me. And I think will continue to encourage me moving forward. But she posted that we tend to overestimate what we can accomplish in 6 weeks, and we underestimate the progress we can make in 6 months. And I thought that was really powerful because I think perhaps at the start of my program, my motivation was really different. It was about losing weight and I was making slow progress, but then it seems like I hit I don't know, like a cliff, and all of a sudden it just, you know, a cliff isn't maybe the right analogy because my progress just shot up actually, but I felt like from a weight perspective, I fell off the cliff and I lost all this weight and started really building muscle. And so, yeah, I think that was a quote that inspired me a lot just to stay patient and to, I think ahead, to have a growth mindset because things can and will change.
Definitely a powerful note. Thank you for sharing that. And thank you very much for your kind words. Thank you very much for taking the time to do this testimonial. I wish
Absolutely.
you the best luck in the future. And, I'm so happy to hear that those are the accomplishment and then the steps that you're going to be taking with you. And I was really grateful to be part of your journey.
Well, thank you so much for that
Thank
and
you.
for your support.